Welcome back. Our fourth game of the day is on the between the London United Cricket Club from London, England, versus the Royal Shield from Florida. And London has won the toss and elected to bat first. And let's see, they're hoping to set up a good target and to win the game. Lineup for London United is Mehran Khan, Agha Amir Hussain, Kamran Yunus, Fahim Baharmi, and Irfan Yusuf, Sardar Wasim Ahmad Khan, Akhtar Kashmiri, M. Arshid, Sarwar Singh, and Suleiman Adil.
That's the first boundary on the legs of Yunus, who got 86 early on today, and that's clipped away for 4. So Maha pulling a bit offline, and they're paying the price. Early days, this is of course their first match, and with that very stiff wind, I continue to speak about blowing from the west to the east. It's taking the ball down the left side. Has to give it some control, probably look to bowl at the fourth or fifth stump outside the off stump. And on that occasion, he was just middle and leg. And we found Yunus was just able to help it away before. There he is again. This is outside the off stump. Driven, lovely shot. Over, down to the boundary for 4. What a wonderful shot.
That's indeed a full pitch ball, and Yunus didn't waste any time on playing it on the off or mid off for a quick boundary.
Good shot, but over pitched. And of course, with the fielding restriction in for the power play, only 2 fielders allowed outside the circle. He was safe in going through the offside. This time, again, he just leans back, plays it to the left of the fielder. There is one more. So it's for 9 without loss. Yunus just missing out on a century. And he got 86. Remember London losing the first game.
Yes, that was that was a good game, and that was a good batting from Yunus in that game. But when you're playing the 10-10, it is very tough to chase to the century.
Taking around the park so far. That's a bad delivery and helped away over square leg. In fact, that goes all the way. That's 6. Down to the backward square for 6. So sharp. London United Cricket Club will be coming out all guns firing, having lost their first game. They've made a good start after 4 deliveries. They're 15 without it.
Definitely, I think they were hoping that they're going to win the first game as well, while with the batting of Yunus, but it was unfortunate they lost the game. So pressure is on, because in 3 games you have to set your position so you can finish first or second to qualify for the playoff rounds.
110 they made in their first game. That was below par on this pitch. I think on this pitch you need at least a minimum of 130 to really fight.
It's a fast outfield.
Yes, fast outfield, slow. Fast outfield, short boundaries, and a good pitch with the ball coming onto the bat. So this time it strikes him on the pad with it. So he gets inside it and wait for the umpires to leg behind. So we're going down the leg side. 16 now, no loss. And the shall be one of the organizers of this tournament. How have things progressed so far today, Sean?
So far things are going well. We had a little glitch in the start time, but I believe we are catching up on the games. And bottom line is that the kids the players are having a good time playing cricket, and that was the goal of this tournament, is to make sure that everybody has a fair opportunity to compete. So national championship is the backbone of the U.S. Open, which will be happen again in December. And I'm proud to say that the CCUSA is an organization that has produced the player for USA cricket when there was no cricket. in horizon in U.S. and USA Cricket, CCUSA, and McGrashey has continued to the promoting the cricket throughout the United States through these two tournaments, and all those players currently playing are being graduate of this, the tournaments.
Yes, I remember Ali Khan playing here last year. He ended up being a star at this the Global T20. He was in Canada as well. He's now a star for the United States, and they haven't gained ODI status in Canada.
Yeah, Ali Khan is one of them. Molatra is another one that has been a major showcase in this tournaments here.
Steven Taylor
Stephen Taylor is another one.
on the legs, helped away by Eunice, and this is going to run away for four. I'm very impressed with this young man, Eunice, and he goes on now to 14. The score 21 without loss.
Yeah, talking about the this tournament that has finally been in our change format to T10, and T10 is a format that's mostly been good for the viewers in North America because they usually watch a shorter version of the game, and this is the one of the prime T10 tournament in North America, and it's another boundary.
Yes, we're making the point. Eunice goes on now to 18, 25 without loss. One of the major tournaments, definitely in the T10 format, and the US Open is one of the major tournaments in the T20 format.
I think the U.S. Open is the only tournament, T20 tournament in the world that attracts the international and national players from different countries to come and participate in this. And the quality of cricket in that tournament basically is for the any nation that, especially in North American nations, to basically evaluate their player performance because all of them are here to perform.
Pushed away on the offside. Pushed away on the offside. There is no run. So one more. This is a lovely shot, as straight as you can get it. It's going to be cut off. So one more to Eunice. He goes on now to 19. Very impressed with Eunice.
Very impressive batting from Eunice. Back-to-back game.
This is pushed away to cover. No run. So Khan not meeting the offside field. Khan, one of the major organizers of this London United Cricket Club.
It was good to see that the London United has taken the effort and come and play in this tournament from all the way from England and give the international presence to this tournament.
Yes, international flavor. So it's the end of the over. So at the end of over number 2, the score 26 without loss. London United Cricket Club. One hopes that they enjoy their little sojourn out here for the T10 and they come back to the US Open.
Yunus Khan is not unknown player. I think he played the first class cricket in Pakistan from the Sialkot, and from there I think he moved to the England, and then playing in England right now, and coming out here with the England team, London United.
Looked good in the first game, got 86
Yes.
of 38 deliveries, 12 fours and 3 sixes. So we're going to see
Abhishek?
Ashish.
Yeah, Ashish is bowling.
Ashish is going to take up the attack from the media center end. And this is Eunice. He's in problems here, easy. I think that is going to elude the fielder. He never looked as if he was going to take hold or possession of that. And Eunice survives. He gets one more. 27 without loss.
So last game, U.S. All Star finished the table on the top right now. They won 2 games, and this is how the Group A has been in setting up.
Can't given room outside the off stump, but that one takes the top edge, goes over a short-tailed man into the boundary for 4. So they'll take it anyhow they get it here. It's now 30 without loss. Remember, this is match number 4. 3 to go after this. Shah is going to have a very long night.
Yes, it is a long night, but that's the way we all work for cricket.
Ashish. Again, he is looking to repeat the shot. It goes over the fielder short third man down to the boundary for 4 again. So Khan seems to have perfected the shot. Just getting under it and raising it over short third man again for 4.
So it's 30 for 4 in 2.2 overs. Eunice on 27 and Khan on 7. Davis is bowling, DVS.
Here is
Barbara
Ashish.
Davis. Hargive Davis is
And
bowling.
this time he's down the ground over long off, and that's 6. So Eunice goes on to 33 now. He's hitting that one straight down the ground for 6 runs. This time it's pushed away, over cover, down to the boundary for 4. Another good shot by Khan. And Khan continues here to rifle the score along. It's now 44 without loss. So Khan hitting 3 4s and a 6 in this over. So he moves on now to 25. On the legs of Khan, he clips this over mid-on. It's running away to the boundary. It won't get there. And they go back for 2. So 2 more to Khan. So Khan having struck 3 4s, a 6, and a double in that over. And the very first ball of the over, Eunice got a single. And then Khan struck 3 4s, a 6, and a double. So that's 21 coming in the over. And the score has now raced along to 46 without loss after 3.
This would be a tough challenge for Royal Shield to control the run rate a little bit. Davis bowling his last ball to Khan. And Khan goes deep, but not deep enough.
In fact, it's Eunice. He's out. So Eunice goes. He is caught.
I think we have a little bit of a mix-up of numbers. I think Eunice is out instead of Khan, and
Khan is still there. Eunice is the man leaving. So unit scores. And Khan remains. And it's 46 without loss after 3. This is over number 4. The new batsman drives through the offside. And there's a misfield at cover. So one more. Brings Khan on strike. Khan is on 27. This is pulled away down to square leg. Backward square. No run. So Khan is on 27. .47 for 1. I have with me here Zishan Qureshi, who, although it's my birthday, he seems to be the man celebrating more than me. Everything seems to be working for him on this day. I don't think, Sean, you want this day to ever come to an end.
Yeah, it was a good knock. 2 good games. I thought I was injured, but it looks like I was having a good day out there, so I enjoyed myself.
When Sharma came in, he was forcing you to take some very quick singles. I don't think you appreciated that, but you were able to get over that.
No,
Good captaincy as well by Qureshi today, as that's a wide delivery. UCT got off to a flyer, and I thought that I was seeing.
Yeah,
in the
I saw them
commentary
at
box,
25 after 2 overs.
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna be a competitive match, but Sharma came in, did some good bowling, as well as Sami, myself. The spinners really contained them.
Yes, I thought that Sharma bowled exceptionally well, uh, as well as you. This one strikes him outside the off stump. He's not going to get that leg before decision. And I thought the partnership between Sharma and yourself is what really turned the game. And then Sadiq came in and was able to put the screws on them. He got 3, you got 2. And then you had a quick fire 31. So that new sponsor of yours, Asak, must be very happy because
Yeah,
you were using
definitely.
his bat.
I told him after the game, I said, you got a special knock for giving me those bats. Really enjoyed the quality of them.
Yes, this delivery going down the leg side. And Khan lives to fight another day. So at the moment it's 50 for 1
After 4 overs.
after 4. Yes, and you were actually hitting those deliveries very well, very hard. You normally hit the ball very hard. Tell us a bit about that bat and how it really played.
All I can say is every time I wanted to hit a ball, I knew I could. That bat gave me... it felt good in my hand
Yeah.
for a bat that I just started using about 10 balls ago. It was quite the bat to
And unfortunate to have gotten dismissed at that point in time. You got a top edge, and that led to your dismissal.
Yeah, I shuffled across early. I saw him release the slower one, but I had already committed to the shot, and I couldn't pull away from that shot after committing early, so I dragged myself into it. But at the end of the day, I put up the runs we needed to put up.
Yes, you have done a great job. And I'm sure you're looking forward to a good long rest for the remainder of the evening. And tomorrow, you have first game up at 9:30. A match of academic interest because you're already into the quarterfinals, which tells me that you're pretty sure that 2 matches will be played tomorrow. You have another 2 matches tomorrow. Well, Khan is on 32, and this is the delivery that's worked away by Baharami. So that's one more. The score is now 51-1. And UCT London United having lost their first game, they will definitely need to win this one. This is over number 5 in progress. Outside the off stump, signal wide by the umpire. How was the pitch played today?
The bounce was coming good. The wind helped a lot. Yeah, it was nice. It was nice to be able to have bounce good enough to utilize that wind, and it was quite enjoyable to bat out there.
Of course, you are one of the rare bowlers in this tournament who is still willing to give the ball some air. Everyone is bowling flat, and but you're a brave man, Qureshi, because you're looking to give this ball air on a pitch on an outfield that is fast and on boundaries that are pretty short in my estimation. Yet you're bowling very economical indeed. So far, 4 overs today, 2 in each match. You would have taken 2 wickets for 17 runs.
I just use my variations, and I play with my line and length, and I know at the end of the day I'm not scared of being hit. If they want to try, they can, but there's 11 guys in the field.
And this is a good stop down at the backward square. They go back for 2. So 2 more to Baharami. He goes on to 5, 55-1. And so far, so good. Today we've had 3 matches already done and dusted. This is match number 4. And it's a tournament where everyone gets an opportunity. Number of players coming here to showcase their skills. This is going to go down the leg side. No way he can get a leg before for that. And that's a leg by.
Always good to appeal, though.
You never know.
If you're from Bangladesh, you appeal on every ball.
Yes.
They're famous for their appealing. Sometimes they take it over, but you know.
So good tournament here. Of course, MATCH04, USA Nationals. This being the second edition of this tournament, the inaugural tournament won by Washington Tigers. They're not here this year. This time he backs away looking to pull it, and it goes through to the wicketkeeper. It's the end of the over, is it? No, still 1 delivery to go. And at the moment, the score 56-1. I'm sure that Ivor Henry, who is up next, will want to have a word with you as well, Sean, after that sterling performance. So Khan, he is on 30. Man with little or no footworks. This time he hoiks it down the ground. He's going to get away
no
with
way
it.
to get to that one there.
Yep, dropping inside the 30-yard circle. So 1 more. It's the end of the over. End of 5. It's 57-1 after more thoughts from Zishon Qureshi. Ivor Henry will be joining us. Stay.
Well, good afternoon, Sean. It's good to be in company with you, having seen your sterling performance on 2 occasions. I can say 2 performances, but 2 matches, 3 performances. You got a good 30, and you were just a whisker away from a half century. But your bowling, I'm very impressed with the bowling. You've taken 2 wickets on the second time up. First time you bowled what? Was 2 for 9 runs, and very economical. And
yeah, it's T10. It's hard to stay economical, but you always need 2-3 overs in there to keep the runs down. And we knew that we had 4 overs between me and Rajesh, and the goal was to use those 4 overs to be able to keep that score within a chaseable target.
Well, I can say you're leading from the front, and that's what skippers do and captains do, especially when you're playing 10-10 and for sure. In the meantime, we're speaking here. There's one that whacked outside of the off stump and down to the boundary for 4.
One bounce for 4 is a powerful shot.
Yes, indeed, a powerful shot. So it's a 10-10 for those of you who are just joining us. We're streaming live on MATCH04. So tell your neighbors, tell your friend that we are on. I want to say a very pleasant good afternoon to Leon Francis over there in Tallahassee who is listening in. And we have a few more folks locally who are listening in. Earlier we had your sister on, Samantha, and she's getting some reviews concerning good radio voice, and it's one came out of St. Kitts saying that it's nice to hear a lady in the box.
Well bowled from the bowler, a good executed Yorker. That's definitely a useful ball in T10 now.
Yes.
It's hard to bowl Yorkers on demand, but the more you can do them, the better.
The better.
That and the slower ones. I've seen a lot of batsmen today struggle with that slower delivery.
Yes, because it's always good to take pace off the ball, and he comes in outside the off stump. The batsman was withdrawing down the leg side. Good thinking by the bowler. He's pitched it within the margin and the line for the wide, but there's no way the batter was going to catch up with it because he was started
he took it. He backed away, lost that body weight, lost control of that area, and there's no way to connect off a ball like that.
No, so we have 2 dots in a row, so the batters are conferring. Again, we just want to apologize for not having a monitor here with us, so hopefully we are describing what you're seeing on screen, so at least we know the bowler and the batter.
The bowler comes back in from the side screen end.
This time he's going
well driven
off, driving out too long off. The ambles through for a single. They're going to need much more than that.
They're going right now. They look 62 after 5.4. They're going at 10 though. You'll definitely want to look for the last 2 overs to bring that to 12 here in T10 cricket. Bowler comes in, wonderfully cut.
Beautifully done.
In the gap there, he gets 4.
Yes, he split the 2 men, the backward point and the short third man, and it ran all the way down to the third man fence for a boundary. So 66 it is.
That's pure
for 1.
timing. They're playing late to get that gap.
Yes.
Not an easy shot there.
Yeah, both batsmen were aiming for that. They were withdrawing and trying to just get the willow on the leather, place it well, which he did, and he got his just reward. But they're not sending back the third man, so they're keeping it as is. Man up in the circle. This time he's going big outside the. Oh my goodness! And
he put that down there.
He put it down. He was touch and go over the boundary rope. Probably at one stage he thought his momentum would have taken him over the boundary rope. He tried to bat it up in the air to get it on the second bounce, but in the end,
he was hitting against the wind there, though. A risky shot. I played a ball there earlier, but it was a bit square, so there was no fielder. But definitely, you'll want to go more for the long off position, over cover that area when you're batting from this end.
Yes, indeed.
Currently on this end, you can slash it down leg.
Yes, we have a westerly wind, and certainly he went against the wind there, went against the grain, but was lucky to be put off. So the London boys, they would have played the first match, and you took away the sting. They put up a good fight, but not enough. This time it's in the air. Someone's getting on it. The bowler is taking it himself, so no need to ask the long on to come in to take that one. The bowler did it all by himself, but the batters would have crossed from our advantage point here. The ball stayed that long in the air. So wicket number 2.
Yeah, they did bring their run rate up a bit. Khan is still in there on 36, so they need a man like that to stay through the 10 if they want to put up a score into the 115, 120 range, which will be a score that they want to have to be able to easily defend and have a chance to win it. It's T10 and one guy can change the game. So they'll be looking for that 115, 120 range, I believe.
Yes, well, that drop chance in the previous over did not cost them much. It just cost a 1-1.
Definitely.
And like we said, bowler, he did it himself. Duvu, he said, all right, you got a chance in the last over. I'm going to make sure that you would not capitalize on the chance. So he's back in the hut.
It's always a
And
tough one taking a skyer as a bowler.
Yes.
Usually the keeper can get under it, and they're safer with those gloves there. But good attempt by Devura, and I'm glad he came through for his team.
Yes, indeed. Well, with his tails up. This time it's in the air. Man is getting on right down on the long on position. He's not settled yet. He settles now and takes the catch.
Well
So
taken.
2-2. So
They're bringing the game
Devu, he's going
under
cockaboo
control
here.
here.
I'm telling you, he is on.
Difficult catch there. Stayed up for a bit. He had to run a good 10, 15 yards to get there, and in the end, well executed catch.
Yeah, so Khan followed very next ball. He was the set batsman. So now we have two new batters. They have not even faced a ball now. So
Still showing a current run rate of 10.6, but these 2 wickets are not reflected by that run rate, and they were definitely 2 big wickets for London United. They're going to look to find one of these new batsmen to put on some runs and still give them a commendable target set for the other team.
yes, well, they're flying all the way from London for this tournament, and that's a good sign that players are coming from all over the world to participate in cricket. Yes, right here in the USA.
Definitely, cricket's growing here. You know, this is a wonderful facility here. USA just got their ODI status, so definitely growing here.
Yeah,
Nice to see the growth.
Want to say congratulations to the US of A. Yes, ODI status, and our very own Stephen Taylor, who was bred and born here, and his cricket took off right from this very area and has made it to the world stage. That's a good thing. So, Sean, there's an opening for you yourself.
Yeah, I have some opportunities coming up. I'm just going to play hard and hopefully something goes through.
And this one is over pitch, so the
Over.
hat-trick ball has gone for a boundary.
4. Yeah, it was over
Yes.
pitch there. He didn't pitch that ball down, and the batsman got the middle of it into
Well,
the gap.
you can't fault him for trying. He was trying for the Yorker, and he overcompensated. He
It's
turned it
always
into
a
full
difficult
toss.
ball to ball. that
Yes,
Yorker.
well, you know, he was going for that hat-trick. He would have been the first hat-trick of this tournament.
Yes.
So,
We had a couple chances earlier today in our game.
yes,
One batsman did get 3 wickets in an over, but they were separated by 1 ball apiece.
yes, and I was lucky enough to be in the com box at that time. And I was lucky enough to be in the com box when we had 4 consecutive 4s earlier. So, folks, if you're in the vicinity of the city of Lauderhill, we urge you to come on over and enjoy some live cricket here at the stadium. So, thank you, Sean, and we wish you good luck for the rest of the way. I know you have to leave us now. You have to take
Thank
care
you
of
for
other
having
things.
me. It was
Was
nice
it-
being in the commentary box and looking forward to tomorrow.
Yes, it was indeed a pleasure. Good luck for the rest of the game. Thanks. That's Sean Qureshi, the son of Matt Qureshi. So we had daughter and son in the com box. And again, I think Audley Watson would be on his way here sometime this evening. And I'm sure we'll welcome him into the com box as well. So 72 for free. And Amir has joined Adil. Adil is on 5. Amir is yet to get off the mark. So with 2 wickets in this over, with 1 legal delivery left, they're trying to set a target. The London United Cricket Club, they flew in from London, and trying to get their first win. They were 1 up and they were 1 down, so now they're trying to get it even Steven. This time, there's the loud appeal for stomping and given. So here it is. Adil has taken, no, not Adil. Amir's gone for a duck. And the Vuru has picked up 3 wickets in his spell. That was the very last ball of his 2 over that is allotted to him. And the umpire at Skrillex had no hesitation in giving him out probably just that raise of the back leg. The batsman doesn't seem to be too pleased about that, but the doctors say you're dead, you have got to go. So the total now, the scoreboard reads 72 for 4. And we've completed 7 overs of the allotted 10 overs. So folks, we're urging you to come on in to the stadium here in the city of Lauderhill. Once again, we don't have the camera to tell us what's on the monitor, but the batter has now slowly left the playing area. A dejected man. Perhaps he thought his foot was anchored behind the crease, but the umpire said, "No, sir, you've got to go. Wait for another day." Probably sent him in early to get a cup of tea. They're coming in from London, and you know, tea is a special tea over there. So 72 for 4. So 73 for 4. And we are into over number 8.
Yes, so London, after a pretty brisk start, again looking as if the best they can do is 100, or let's say 110. His delivery is pulled away for 4. Just given some room to work with, and he was able to pull it away down to the boundary for 4. 77 for 4. And that takes Adel on to, in fact, it's Hassan. He's off the mark with 4. Adel is on 6. And London United Cricket Club.
Yeah, that was a ranking long hop and got the treatment. And it was well positioned. They split the 2 men in the mid wicket and the long on. And got a well deserved 4 outside the off stump. And he's getting some willow on this, but he's not placing it this time.
Yes.
Throw came in at the bowler's end and not neatly backed up there. So overthrows.
And
one at least.
We have one of the stars of the last game, the former India A player, Rajesh Sharma. After UTC had rushed off the 26 without loss. Qureshi threw the ball to him. And he grabbed 3 wickets for 4 runs. Imagine that. That's amazing bowling. It's the best bowling we've seen this year at the Mark T10. And this delivery is punched away. Will it go all the way? No, that's just a single. And with prizes for the top 10 bowlers, I think Sharma has already put his hands up to be in that 10.
I think he has both hands up.
Both hands up. So I think you should keep him close, because he'll be smiling on Sunday.
Yes, well, Devoe, he himself has got 3 wickets. So we just witnessed 3 wickets here.
3 for 4.
Well, 3 for 11. He would have completed his spell.
No, well, he had 3 for 4 in the game, in the previous game. And he had a wicket in the first game as well.
So he's wicket hunting.
4 wickets.
Yes.
So far. So we continue the action. London Cricket Club, United Cricket Club, they're 80 for 4. Hassan is on 6. Adil is on 7. This is 1 delivery to go again for over number 8, and then there'll be another 12 deliveries. They'll be hoping to get up to at least 110, which is the score they got in the first game. This is short, pulled away, and this is going to go away for 4.
Yes, he did get a good hold of it, but the placement was right, and this is lightning fast outfield. It was going downhill, and there's no way the short square leg would catch up with it before it crosses the boundary rope. But I like the format where, although cricket is a team sport, the playing conditions here where the semi-finals and the finals, you get into a draft and you can select 4 players of sort, whether it's bowlers, fielders, or batters, to make up the semi-finals and the finals.
Well, it's a good move, because it ensures quality towards the end of the tournament. With the best players, if you are left to choose players, you'll want to choose the best ones.
and it's a bit gloomy outside. Has been so for a while. And what's the time right now, Iva?
It is 4:51.
Which normally is bright around that time here.
Oh yeah, the sun doesn't go down until about say 8 o'clock. Thereabout, we still have the skyline, but we're going to be on the lights. So here we don't have problems. On the outer field, there's lights as well.
So I'm
So
very
it's not a problem.
I'm surprised that the lights hasn't flickered on just yet.
And there's a loud appeal and given.
So Hassan goes caught behind, delivery angle across him. He was looking to cut it away. He was nowhere close to that. And that goes into the gloves of the wicketkeeper. 84 for 5.
Well, will we see all 10 wickets fall? Last game we would have witnessed 9, and now we're halfway.
Well, I don't think you'll see 10 wickets with just an over and 5 balls to go. But more wickets may fall.
But you don't
So-
think 5 is going to fall?
I don't think 5 will fall. London Cricket Club.
Although they have
84.
11 deliveries, you're telling me that you don't think that 5 wickets will fall?
I don't think so.
You don't think so? All right.
Definitely not.
That's your final statement, final words.
Final statement.
All right. There
Unless
it
you
is.
have made some arrangement. London batting out there, and they're playing in pretty English conditions. This is very good conditions for English cricket.
Oh, this is bright sun in England.
Yes.
Yes, again, we want to congratulate the U.S. National team for attaining ODI status, which simply means now we have got to get this facility up to speed where we can have it for ODI cricket 50 overs. It's already approved for 20 overs.
I think that once it's approved for 20 overs, well, then that's not a problem. Once it's approved for ICC, once ICC approves your ground, you can play 100 overs. You can play Test cricket on
No,
it
it's
if
only
you want.
right now. It's only for 20 overs. It's not for ODI or tests. So
Well, I
we've-
can't.
they've got to stamp it and say, well, you're good enough for
Well,
the
I think
ODI.
once it's ICC approved, you can play 50 overs cricket on it. You can also play Test cricket on it because it's ICC approved. What the ICC comes to look at is the standard of your pitch, standard of your outfield, the conditions in the dressing room, and I think you would have ticked all those boxes.
Well, that sounds like good music to my ears. Keep on speaking.
Yes, so I
So
think
we need no further approval.
no further approval. So I think, and what will happen as well, given the proximity of the nations, I think the West Indies will be playing America on a number of occasions right here at Central Broad.
I was very disappointed that Canada did not make it through because I remember the USA used to be a whipping boy for Canada. And they were in the same competition and Canada faltered badly.
But you see, what the Canadians didn't have was somebody like Mohamed Qureshi. As this delivery is lifted over long on, wide long on for 6. They didn't have a Mohamed Qureshi to invest in their cricket. And a number of the players, as Shah had mentioned earlier, a number of the players coming through, they were actually born and bred through the system here at the U.S. Open and the what we had before the USA Nationals. Shah himself is here, so he can probably continue that conversation
Yes,
with you.
sure. Yes, I followed the matches and I
Yeah, thank you,
was up
Winnie.
2-3 o'clock in the morning and following it, and it was on Facebook actually. And it was a good stop down there at the white third man area as the batter just late cut it, and 2 men gave chase and they saved a run at least. It's 93 for 5. Welcome, Shaw, to the come box.
Thank you very much, Harry, and nice segue to from Winnie to Shaw.
Yes, I was speaking about Canada and my disappointment. I had them as one of the 4 teams that would have made it to the ODI status, and for some strange reason, if I was a betting man, I would have lost. To be honest with you, I would have been betting on Canada to be one of the 4.
I think that was the everybody expected Canada to be the one of the 4, and I think they were also expected that U.S. is going to be a tough competition in the tournament, right? What I'm surprised by the Canadian performance in the first 2 games against Hong Kong and Namibia. I think they may have played it lightly or something, or team chemistry didn't pan out, which we don't know until the team comes back and the report comes in. But the Canadian team programs are on the horizon. I think they have a good program, and they are just a matter of getting those talented people they have in Canada, who comes and participate in U.S. Open also. right? To get them together to go. So now I think is the time. As very unfortunate that they did not make it to the Division One, but however, there's always an opportunity to grow and fix the issues that come together with it, right?
But it's a pity when Davidson was really on fire. Um, he was captain way back then. Canada was one of the top teams, even by West Indies standard. They were a really good team then, and now.
But you see, every nation goes through those phases, right? Like even the full country, full nation, full members countries are also goes through the same phase. The West Indies has gone through that phase. The Australia has gone through with that phase, and so does the Pakistan, and any other country has gone through that phase. You cannot keep all those, the high level quality players forever. But I think there has to be a system that grows, right? So
Yes,
the
indeed.
United States has followed that system. It took them a little bit of time, but I think time has come where they have produced players through the system.
Yes, indeed. Well, like we said, I was really rooting for them because I'm saying if they would have made it too, I believe that they would have probably, bringing some of their ODI matches right here since we have the facilities and, the weather. So they would have been probably using this as their home. So we'll be having more ODI matches. But it was not to be. Well, 99, and there goes the 100 on the board. We're in the last over of the 10-10, so we have 3 more legal deliveries left. So the 100 is on the board for 5 wickets. Singh is on 4, and Adil is on 23.
23, yeah.
This time he's played off his pads and down to a deep mid wicket. They're thinking of 2, and they're taking off for 2, and they got it quite comfortably in the end.
I agree with your point that if the Canada would have made it, I think it'd be a good, competitive cricket environment in North America to popularize the cricket.
And yes, I guarantee you we would have been having a lot of freeway tournaments between West Indies, USA, and Canada. We'll have some tri-series. I
Yes.
would imagine we would have had quite a bit of those.
Quite a bit of those, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I was really rooting for them
Yeah.
for.
No, I think I was rooting for them also. I think everybody was rooting for them, and the way they have performed in the past, and the way their reputation has built up to the tournament, they were one of the teams that were expected to go forward. Okay?
All right. Well, inning close for those viewers who are looking at the MAC TV. It's 102 for 5, so they're going to be needing 103 from their 10 overs. So just over 10.2. 10.2 is the current run rate. So this last partnership yielded some 18 runs. They didn't get a chance to go gung-ho, but at least the score pretty respectable, 10 runs and over. In defending that, though, they're going to have to bowl quite a few dot balls, especially in the 4 overs power play.
3 over power play.
3 overs power play, I beg your pardon. 3 overs power play. Yes, I'm thinking of T10.
Yeah.
T10.
So we'll back in about 5 minutes.
Yes, folks. So we'll be back for the one chase. It's in about 5 minutes. So, Sean, it was nice speaking with you. And again, we'll continue the conversation a little later. So that's all, folks.